Now he's wearing dresses.
What he said?
Now he's wearing wedding dresses.
Yeah, go on. This is Mark chapter 8, and I'll start from 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. For whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. That's right, man. And that's a spirit. Oh, no, yeah. Look up there, it says, what scripture they got at that boss? That shows they're the old set, bro. Why would you do that? This place is down, man. You're not in tune. It's like amazing. You're not in tune. People are walking past by the making. Business, shopping.
Speak the truth, brother.
You say something that's a bit out of the ordinary, you start discombobulating, man. That's what happens in the Matrix, you know, when you start freezing up.
Turn into an alien. Then you get the woman in the red dress.
That's
walking up and down.
Then red dress, the holes, distractions, women are distractions. Women are fucking distractions, man. If you put your spirit too much into women, you're not going to do the work. You're not going to want to do videos. You're not going to study. You know? But what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Yeah, man, gaining riches and all that. And when you lose your soul, your marks, you ain't getting that back. All these people that sell out to the Illuminati, they can't repent. They're done, mate. That's why they lose it, man. Michael Jackson lost it. Chris Brown started fucking losing it. They started taking drugs.
Yeah, Chipmunk is out with suicide. No one knew why, but obviously it's because of what he did behind closed doors.
And you make a contract, a deal with them Masons, man, they're gonna whack you out. Start bugging you out. With Kanye West, they got that he's a back MK Ultra, man. Mess you up, mate. You already. Well, when you in the contracts, you gotta pledge your soul. It actually says that you gotta pledge your soul, mate, to them. So you did that. You did that. What did the scripture just say? Read that again. You actually have to. There's a contract that say you have to render your soul, mate. Yeah. So if you're gonna do that, then you're a low life. So what does the scripture say, man?
Mark chapter 8 and verse 36.
Like you had Snoop Dogg and murder was a case.
Oh yeah,
he sold his soul to that. And who came to him? A cracker?
Devil, yeah.
Nigga looked like the Undertaker, man.
Yeah.
The Undertaker. Undertaker used to have it, though, I'll tell you that. The chokes, like, what was it, the Tombstone Power Driver? The geezer came like the Undertaker, man.
How long will I live?
You know the old school one,
Yeah, Poor Bear.
The Poor Bear and all that. Used to have the guys with the urns and the fire sticks and all that. That's how they came to Snoop Dogg, man.
Snoop was like, how long will I live? Life, man, forever. This time, this nigga dying.
Yeah, he got lied to by the devil. Look, Snoop Dogg looks old and decrepit, man. You don't know what to do. This nigga looks like he's high on crack and all types of drugs. Niggas on drugs. Niggas, that nigga's drinking women's period juices, blood. You're drinking that in cup. You're drinking
smoothie.
Eating placentas for breakfast.
What is it? Pimp juice.
That's that pimp juice, man.
Hoovy Smimp.
He ain't got Cheerios, he got placentios. Go ahead. I mean, he looks bogged out, man.
He's been messed up for a while. He looked healthier when he was younger, but now he's done out before you. Rectum. Oh, what's that?
Rectum bandits, man.
Wickedness changes the countenance by the flesh. And he's been getting raided. Changes the countenance. Something like that. Like when you're like really wicked, man, you get older, man. That's why the queen and all them jacked up.
Skept. You look at Skept.
Hey, he's lost bare weight.
He's camp as fuck.
He looks like he's got no life in his face. not worth.
Fam, you go on, bro.
Mark 8 and 36. But what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? It says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words and his adulterous.
So you look at them celebrities, Jay-Z, Beyonce, look how they're doing it. Mate, they're Illuminati slaves. They're actually, the musicians are actually Illuminati slaves. They can't do what they want. They can't say what they want. Hey, I was watching a program about Dubai the other day. That it was just faggot black geezer. He must have did some crime in America, so he fled to Saudi Arabia. Well, he's juiced in because they let him off. Now he's allowed to live in Saudi. You got a lot of millionaires and criminals and all that living in Saudi Arabia. They always get celebrities going over there to do shows, and a lot of people with money go to Saudi Arabia.
Yes, brother.
Anyway, this one black geezer was talking to Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan's over there, and he's speaking to him, and then the geezer's gone, yeah, you know, basically, he was Snoop Dogg's fucking publicist and his fucking wardrobe, man. He was his fucking fashion. This nigga was dressing Snoop Dogg, man, and he was a faggot. So he was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was getting dressed for them videos.
That's by a faggot.
Some faggot that's living in Dubai, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what. So when you really check out what's going on behind the scenes, that's what's going on. A lot of criminal activities, mate.
Yeah, behind the scenes. Right.
Behind the scenes. That's hey, get me the secret counsel of the wicked.
Deep, brother, deep. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him
But
also.
this world is full of sinfulness and adultery. That's all that's going on out here, man. You know, that's all that goes on. Even Evelyn Rothschild, man, he's been married twice, man. I checked that out. He had a woman before. I mean, that's not really. But basically, she ain't dealing with her, so she's gonna get popped by somebody else and shit. Even him. I think it was King George V that one of them, he dealt with it, was dealing with a fucking whore, and the dude's a king, man. You ain't got a divorced whore. You ain't got to deal with all that. You're a king, man.
Like even Prince Harry, man, his woman, Meghan Markle, she's been on TV.
That's all half
naked and shit.
Black thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry, bro, you know, mate, there's some black thing, bro. I mean, come on. From the ends. I mean, give me a break. You're doing low, mate. Maybe because it was dark, you thought, you know what I mean? That dark meat, you know what I mean?
Turn off the lights.
Them white boys like a bit of Veronica, don't they? Or Veronica, they're fucking white boys are funny, man. You guys are funny, go on.
Of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
So when the Lord comes back, a lot of these people, man, they're gonna have their heads down.
Nice, brother, nice.
They're not gonna expect. Who's expecting?
Wow.
A so-called black man to come from the clouds and crack the skies.
Wow, bro.
Angels. Nobody's expecting that. Even though we're telling them that, they're really that can't be, man. They ain't got the faith to believe in it. So these people are gonna be messed up, mate. They're gonna be messed up, man. And all the games, all the charades, all the hoorah, yeah, that's all coming to a stop. Yeah, all the hoorays and hurrahs and all that. That's coming to a stop instantly, mate. All the mirth, all the ha-ha, all that's gonna come to a fucking end. The scriptures tells you that, man. It tells you that, it says all their joy, joy shall be turned to sadness. It says it calls it a day of darkness and not light. So anybody teaching, the Messiah's coming, it's gonna be daffodils, bless up everything, bless up. No, bro. That's why the Rastas are all bugged out on drugs. All they're teaching is bless up everything. How are you going to bless up everything, bro? What kind of doctrine is that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's nothing that's cursed as bless up
everything.
Everything. Blood flats.
Everything I tell. Everything I tell.
Yeah, bro. I tell stew and all that. Man, there was one old school documentary I was watching on the Rasta and all that. And this geezer basically, the men were using the bongo drums and they said, we don't do it's the guitar. He's an electric guitar. He said, because a Babylon sound. It was funny, man. And then, you know what I mean? He said, those electrical porn. And these niggas living in the hills, man, all bugged out, man. There ain't nothing wrong with using the guitar. Anyway, at the end of it, he said, this is true soul. Boom, 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 boom. Earth soul. I ain't even joking, man. I ain't joking. I'm being dead serious, man. Go on, man.
You wanted Psalm 64?
Yeah, bring it. Is that about secret counsel? Bring it.
So Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked and from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Right, the scripture says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, man. The secret counsel of the wicked is the Masons, the Rothschilds, the Illuminati. That's what the scriptures are talking about. That's in the Bible, man. The secret counsel of the wicked. Don't they call themselves secret societies? Yeah. Shadow government. Even the government. They've got the Cobra units, and they're actually called. If anything happened here, we spoke to the secret service. MI5 is actually called the secret services, mate. So how is it a conspiracy theory when they call themselves the fucking secret services?
And it's a service.
Yeah.
So who's it a secret to? It's a secret to us. So who they working for? Who they serving? You know what I'm saying? You got to say it. You got to serve as a secret, and it's secret to us. That means that ain't for us. That's for them, man.
Yeah, you see, we was out yesterday. He was saying that there was some fucking false flag up here, man. Yeah. It was locked up the station. They were saying there was shots.
You see the cars coming up towards this direction, man. Motorcycles, unmarked cars, marked cars, motorcycles, unmarked cars. For like an hour straight, it just kept coming up towards this direction.
I saw one like military guy was on the escalators clearing the stairwell or whatever. He was on his walkie-talkie like this and he looked at the camera. He was staring at him or whatever and he just it was all a drill, man. It was some fake shit.
Training. They had gun police running. Then they said, oh, it was a gunshot, but we don't know. There's no evidence. I've never heard that in my fucking life. I've never fucking heard that in my life. How does someone bust a gun and there's no evidence of someone busting a gun? I've never heard that in my life. I've never ever fucking heard that in my fucking life, man. Every time someone langs a shot,
Bro, they'll have the caps left over, man. Like they'll be evidence, man. It was a sale.
And no one by the island. Everyone's back out here like Black Friday, man. Discount.
Well, was it Missouri?
Yeah.
And the Americans are crazy, man. They bust the shot over the fucking TVs, man. Someone shot someone outside the fucking mall. There's animals over there, man. Yeah. There were fights. Someone just got out of the whack, man. Look at the TV! And all that shooting. Come on, man.
Stupid, they're out of their mind.
Give me a fucking break. Go on, I think you got more in that.
Says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yeah, they do it through legislations. That's what they're doing now. So now the Church of England saying, now your little children, they have to be transgenders. Pretty much, that's what they're saying. But then everyone's so demonic. Everyone's so fucking demonic.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's nothing, because kids and, like the whole homosexual thing now, everybody's embraced that, man. Niggas are phallus, niggas embrace that.
They fucked some homo. Back in the day, a nigga would have been like, yeah, fucking niggas. Or keep quiet. No, you can't say that.
Yeah, you can get trannies walking up the street and no one bats an eyelid. Before, people were like, what the fuck, bro? But now, blood, yeah, they're walking on the road, yeah, and everyone just, You know what I mean? No one's batting an eyelid, mate.
Niggas will go as far as to say they suffer like how we suffer.
Right.
Niggas will bring up.
But they've been told that.
Yeah. They're eating that rhetoric.
That's that rhetoric came out before there was even mainstream like that. They weren't even around, but they're just getting the press somewhere. Where's that happening, that, man? So they kept pushing that. So when it does come out, okay, no, how dare you can't say that, mate? Are you being homophobic?
That's
okay,
it.
that's what it is.
You're not allowed to say that, mate. It's a free country.
Mate, what was that?
We don't.
A loudspeaker.
Oi!
But if it really was that bad, hey, why is all them people up in Hollywood for years, man? They've been in the game, man.
What's his name was
Since the 50s and 60s. I meet the top level actors and actresses. They're gay and shit, man. And then Kevin Spacey come out. Kevin Spacey was fondling little West Willies, and he come out and said, "Look, I have a problem. I was doing it." They said, "But I have to accept that I'm a gay man." He said that. It's done. No one can say nothing.
Yeah, he's clear. He's clear now. He's clear. Yeah.
No one said nothing.
He was a 14-year-old boy as well.
No one said nothing.
Someone's you.
Touched a little boy. And then now it's like, well, you know, Kevin Spacey's gay, so we have to leave. He knew he could play that gay card.
Relationships with men and women. And he said he dropped the mic and he said, well, you know, the House of Cards. I mean, he's a really good actor. That's pretty much it, man.
You can't say, I can't say.
Guys are saying like, well, you know, I hope they don't cancel his show. That's what I'm like, bro. When they're eating it like it's a normal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, then what's his name? Harvey Weinstein has been slamming in all these ones, man. All them females, and that is just the worst, most demonic thing to happen in life.
But then even when he played the gay card, hey, for them niggas that say, oh, you can't say that about gay, it's like blacks. Well, you can't play the black card, you can't say I'm black. They're saying, stop complaining. But gay people can say it and they'll be like, oh yeah, he's gay though, you know. Call the police. So it ain't the same, man. Them niggas saying that shit bugged out. There's a difference.
He's so really good for most niggas weren't saying.
Verse 5 says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah, that's it. The whole thing with the Illuminati was secrecy. That people didn't know who the hell they were.
Yes.
They were influencing governments, funding wars behind the scenes. And even today, you got people that, like I said, people that go uni are some of the most stupidest fucking robots I've ever seen in my life. They're so fucking stupid. And a lot of them are drug addicts and fucking alcoholics, mate. You know what I'm saying? Because I walk past some of them dorms and that up there. What is that? Fucking that uni up there, man. College. In the Midlands and that. No, not Aston, the other one. But they're basically in the fucking windows. Every window was just alcohol bottles, man.
Yeah.
You probably know about it, but it was filled.
I believe you.
Every window was like rum. Like I've never seen so much alcohol bottles in my life. And they're walking around in pajamas and dressed like fairies. I'm like, they're weirdos, man.
That whole uni thing is indoctrination into, because when guys that grew up in school before they went uni, they weren't down with a certain things. But then after uni now, they're like, hey, you know what? You know, uni teaches
That's
you
the word.
that
That's
you're
the
around
word.
some homosexual people, man.
Yeah.
They're alright, man. You're looking at them like, damn, man, uni fucks your mind up.
It's initiation, brother. That's about it.
That degree, And degree means downgrade, man.
Yeah.
So you got that downgrade to be upgraded in society.
But when a degree is a masonry order, so now you're thinking the way the white is thinking.
And them low-level Masons, they're all like, you know, they say, you know, all religions, they're on a kind of a universal.
Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
John 13.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
There you go, man. So they boast about having knowledge that the average person don't have. You know? So they're esoteric. The esoteric knowledge.
Well, she's backwards anyway. That ain't even the real knowledge, man.
Exactly.
Knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. That ain't even the real deal, man. This is the wisdom.
That's right, man.
This is the immortality right here. This is what these devils want. Because through this, you can get immortality, man. The devils think they can get on the left-hand side, but they're going to get it. It's not for them.
Go on, huh?
Right, this is verse 7 says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow Suddenly, they
They're
show.
gonna shoot them up, man. Bust them legs. But you know, he's talking about the spiritual and the nuclear missiles from Russia with love. You know what I'm saying? America's gonna be destroyed, man. America's a filthy fucking place. There was one video that was asking, like, it's called Americans are the dumbest people on the planet. Yeah. Basically, them Americans didn't know shit, man. Sing.
Yeah, I remember they asked Jamie Oliver at a show, right? Went over there to America to help eat him one, and then they were asking him where does honey come from. Some people were legit saying weed and food.
That's funny. Apostle Tahar said it, Americans are dumb, man. I remember when Apostle Tahar said Americans are all stupid. The logic that they come with.
Hey, but that's because America's a... Hey, you know, that's because America's a giant experiment, man, for the New World Order. You know, they got the New World Order, man, they do little experiments everywhere. In America, man, they came up, because their education system used to be on point. Then they came up, what's that thing called again, man? Oh, fuck, there's a word for it, man. The new system of education they brought in. Oh, man, I totally forgot. There's another one, and UNESCO do it. Basically, it's where you really don't test children, man. Whatever answer they give is right. It's just a dumbed down way of the education system. That's why a lot of teachers and head teachers, they basically started retiring. Because they said, look, man, this don't work, man. You know, they turned the education system into a babysitting system. That's all they do. They babysit children for, 8, 9 hours a day.
It's a lot of fucking hours, isn't it?
Them old school, it's like even in England, them A-levels, now anyone can get an A, man. A dog could go into an A-level exam and get an A, man. If you get them old school A-level exam papers they had like 20, 35 years ago and gave it to them uni students now, they'd be like, God damn, what's this? You know?
Okay, sorry, just a quick point. That's why we got them schools so back home, West Indies, West Coast of Africa even. Them kids will be excel far past these children over here, bro. Like, they come over here, and when they come over here, they really got to shoot up to higher classes. But that's because they're operating on an older system.
Yeah, they learn better, man. You go to India, them kids over there actually in school, they learn it. These kids over here doing paper mache, running around telling the teacher, fuck you. They took discipline out of the class. Used to be that teacher used to whoop that ass. Well, a lot of these Edomites were tapping that ass too, but it used to be, you could whoop that ass, man. Now there's no discipline. All right, it's just a big babysitting center, man. I'm trying to find what the name of that system was that they brought in.
I was going to say real quick, that's what I think the point was alluding to the point how you get guys who come from like the islands or something, they're smart as hell, get stuck in some school, in some class, be smarter than everyone else in the class, and then they end up getting dumbed down. Because they're so far ahead, they just become complacent. You know, and study, and then when shit actually requires them to study, they don't do it.
The school system's really just for indoctrinating you to the ways of the West.
I've seen that. Hey, you been on mates? Oh, mates. I think that dude's been on TV. Let's have a little bit on there.
Now, it's not that there's an actual name for the system that they brought in and that UNESCO was backing, which is the UN. I can't think of the name right now, it's flying
One
my
bar
mind.
left,
But it's simple, man. This society is based upon ignorance, man. This whole system, this whole society is based upon compartmentalization and ignorance. In fact, someone can get that in the scriptures about fool, man. Yeah, but hey, you got a system where most people don't know anything much about anything. Like they don't know where honey comes from. You're supposed to, back in the ancient world, a man had a basic general knowledge, man. Even when you go back to our grandfather's time, they were jacks of all trades. They might know a little bit of carpentry, a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. In this society, most people don't know a damn thing. It's ignorance. That's why the elites are able to do what they do. Because people are ignorant and they're lazy-minded, man. And that starts from the education system. The education system breeds ignorance and lazy-mindedness. Okay?
Hey, you said about jack of all trades. That's because when you are in your own house, you will be able to do it. But now what Esau's done is specify those trades so he can monetize, man. So he basically makes
you're not supposed to be just, but even if you are just a plumber, you're not supposed to be an idiot, like completely ignorant of everything else that's going on in the world, man. Like, you don't even know what money is. That goes back to a key thing. The majority of people in the society go to school, they'll do an economics degree. They'll come out with a master's in economics and still not know what money is. They're still not on the level of the game as the elites of what the elites are playing. You gotta then be on them insider to really know the truth about the game. You gotta go through private schools and then they gotta sit you down and say, look, this is the game we're playing. Oh, okay. Otherwise, you're getting gamed on. The healthcare system is a big fucking falsehood. They're giving you're trusting your doctor to advise you, this is what you need to take. Your doctor, most of them don't even know that the shit they're giving you is bullshit. They actually believe in that shit.
The doctors get contracts with the drug companies. They just sell whatever drug they've got to deal with.
They're zombies, man. They'll go, okay, we're gonna get this.
Give me Isaiah 60, gross darkness.
Zombies, man.
And then when they hear about alternative medicines, they've been taught to scorn at that.
Just to scoff it.
To scorn. Yeah, you know?
Well, they always, someone comes up with a herb and they're talking about how dangerous it is. I mean,
Side effects.
Yeah, that's all the first thing. Well, no, I wouldn't recommend it because that it's haven't been tested. Crazy, man.
And anyone in the system that kind of works out, hold on, this is bullshit. What happens? They get blackballed, they'll lose their job, they'll get ostracized. Because that's how this system works. I'm telling you, you go on YouTube, you got head teachers and teachers. I'm leaving the education system, I'm retiring, it's not what it used to be. Because they're like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit, man. Same thing with the healthcare system. Ignorance is what loses gross darkness to people, man. Darkness. Okay?
Isaiah 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. And a big part of that darkness is the education system, man. And that's all linked in with UNESCO and the UN. They want to produce people that are stupid, people that can be easily manipulated. Someone that's stupid, and there's a thing with an analytical mind, will be easily manipulated by someone who thinks on the level of a serpent. And that's what the elites do. These psychological operations only work on the minds of the uninitiated. They showed you that in Batman, one of my favorite scenes. But what did Batman used to do? He used to throw that little bat thing, and that poison, that toxin, makes people all look, or they can't see properly, and he'll beat the hell out of them. And he tried it on Bane, and Bane was like, theatricality and deception. Powerful agents against the uninitiated. They just walk through it like, you know? You got darkness is your ally. And that's what the elites do. You know, they're using darkness. They're turning out the lights and got people walking in gross darkness, man. That's why they walk right into their GP. One guy said to me, I was at work, man, and he was like, yeah, I got the flu that year, and the thing is, I got the flu jab, but I got the flu. And I'm just looking at him like, you wanker. You got the flu because you took the flu jab.
There was an outbreak occurred just it was like there are specific brands in each of the injections. There was one that spread just off the just like the injection of it. I'm like, bro, it's actually they're giving you the
They're giving you the flu. They tell you
That's what they do.
when you take the flu jab, you're gonna get flu symptoms. You know? But they'll pay someone. You gotta think about that. They'll go and pay someone to get a flu jab to give you the flu. When the flu changes, it changes every year. And they've made this flu vaccine about 6 months in advance. So the actual flu that's gonna be going around outside has got nothing to do with the flu jab. But you know why people...
They tell you all this, man.
They tell you it, but guess what? People are so stupid because someone in a suit with a white thing on said, "Yep, take this." They don't think for themselves. This is a society of experts. So you listen to the expert, you don't think for yourself. So that expert can then manipulate and do anything he wants because you're blinded. You got the blinders on. You're ignorant. All right. Esau rules in ignorance. We're going to rule in the light. We're going to rule in righteousness, man. We're not going to need to rule like that. Esau has to dumb the people down to do the things he's doing.
This is Sirach chapter 33 and verse 5. And it reads, the heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel, and his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree.
Yeah. This is what most of the people out here are really fools, and they do stupid, foolish things all day and every day. All right, and it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse because people are not learning. First and foremost, the basis of all education goes back to these scriptures, man. These scriptures. Oh, okay, go ahead.
It says, so in verse 3, it says, a man of understanding trusteth in the law, and the law is faithful unto him as an oracle.
Yeah, because guess what? When you come into this truth, right, you have to put away ignorance. You come into this truth, man, you ain't got no time to be a nigger. A nigger's an ignorant person. Niggas don't know nothing about anything, man, except, stupid things. You start learning about herbs. You start learning about agriculture. You start learning about things that you never thought of. You start watching documentaries about things. You might watch a documentary. Hey, I know Elder here, he be surprised, man, stuff you come out with. Because now the Spirit of the Lord makes you search things out. Makes you search out knowledge. You just get some scriptures on that, man. You ain't just gonna, people think, oh, if you get into the Bible, you're just gonna be this Bible basher. That's what they try and make it look like. Like, if you get into the Bible, you're not gonna know nothing about science or you're just gonna be just this person. No, this opens you up to all of that. It makes you an enlightened person. So when the devil comes to you with some BS, you search it out. Like, hold on, let me check this out, man. See if it makes sense. Okay?
Proverbs 4 and 7. It's actually start from 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. It says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding.
Right. So, and that begins with these scriptures. Because these scriptures teach you about what psychology, teach you about your diet, teaches you about a lot of things, man. Agriculture, the law, and then from there you go out like Solomon, man. Someone get me Solomon in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, man. Solomon, you think you could fool Solomon? The scripture says, hey, get me that as well. Solomon was the wisest of all the kings in the east. You think you could come with some cock and bull madness? Yeah, take this vaccine. Solomon will be looking at you like you're an idiot. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you couldn't fool Solomon, man.
He said he turned his mind onto wisdom. That was his whole life.
Sit there trying to tell me, I'm sitting there in there with this nurse, right, with my woman, and what they do to get you to give your kids vaccines is scare tactics. They're gonna scare you into thinking that not giving your child a vaccine is you harming your child. And they mainly target the woman, because the woman's emotional, right? So I'm there now, and I'm dealing with a situation. I'm like, look, man, that's not necessary, man. The child has their own immune system that develops. Within the first year of the child's life, you will naturally develop a very strong immune system. Hey, man, I studied it. I did biology. The immune system is bad. All you gotta do is let it work. Let it do its work. And the our immune system is amazing. The minute something, you got your skin, you got all your first membranes that are designed, your neck, your nose, your throat, everything's designed to keep foreign objects, bacteria from getting in your body. But then, if that foreign object manages to get, like, you get a cut on your skin, your immune system kicks in straight away. You got a problem here. And then if it gets into the bloodstream, then bad boy white blood cells, they're on a mission. They're on a mission.
Mosa is bad.
Bro, the immune system ain't no joke, it's serious. But if you then go and overload that immune system by bypassing all of the protection that you have and injecting something intravenous into a baby, you're basically, something that's not developed yet is going, hey, mayday, mayday, where did this come from? That's like you living in a, it's like you being in a bank and you're trying to protect what's in the safe and a guy just appeared behind you in the safe. Didn't pass no CCTV, no alarm, no nothing, and you ain't even ready. You ain't even got the troops ready. Because by the time anything gets into your bloodstream, you should have already been onto it.
This is it.
Your immune system's onto it, start producing white blood cells. That's how it works. But Esau want to inject it directly into your child, man.
Even with like a baby's immune system, it's like breast milk. The woman's meant to breastfeeding the child helps build up the immune system over time. So it's like there's the health of the mother needs to be on point as well. And then you need to actually be breastfeeding for the amount of time you're meant to, man. Women's teeth be producing milk for fucking a good couple of months.
Yeah.
A lot of women stop early.
Yeah,
up to 2 years. A lot of women stop 5 years. And then obviously the child's not getting enough.
They're not getting what they need, man.
But then all that's being produced in your bloodstream.
Yeah. But they're
child.
giving some Actimel or some shit.
Yeah.
But check this out. So the woman's come, right? And she said, look, if your child doesn't get this vaccine, your child is putting the other children at risk.
Yeah. Not a tactic.
Now hold on. Me having my brain screwed on, my head screwed on tight, right? I said, hold on. So you're telling me these other children have had their vaccine, right?
So they're protected.
So how is my child not having a vaccine going to affect a child that has a vaccine?
Which is protected.
Oh no, it's group. What do they call it? There's a name they call it. Group immunization or some dumb term some guy made up to mess someone's mind up.
No, peer pressure.
I forgot what it is. Someone could Google it. There's an actual term for it. Group immunization or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. If they've had their vaccine, they shouldn't get it.
True.
That's the whole point, right? So how are you telling me my child is going to affect children who had the vaccine? So what's the point of them having the vaccine?
In the first place.
Short circuit. She's short circuited. Now the average person would have just heard that and be like, yep, she's an expert.
They call it herd immunity.
Yeah, herd immunity.
That's the word they use.
I'm telling you, bro. Back to animal again.
Yep. And he's probably gonna get some white dudes who come down next week with a PhD and trying to. But I don't care about your fucking PhD. What makes sense makes sense. You don't need a PhD to work out that that's some bullshit. I don't need to study biology for 20 years to work out that if those other children have been vaccinated, my child shouldn't be a threat to them. Period.
And the thing is, anyway, is no matter what, when you get an illness, your body produces the antibodies to fight forever till you die.
Yeah.
So no matter what, you'll get. The thing is, the flu changes, so it's like every year you're guaranteed to get it anyway.
All you gotta do is feed your body the essential vitamins and minerals that it needs.
5 a day.
Yeah?
They even say,
Of course. You got the scripture on it?
fast. Basically, when you fast, it basically
About Wisdom of Solomon 7.
gives your digestive system time to basically heal. Because your digestive system ain't actually eating enough, it gives it time to heal. Like your second brain, as they call it, is in your gut. So 80% of the control of hormonal release, I believe 80% of it is in your belly.
Yes,
So like, if you give your belly, if you fast, imagine you fast for 3 days, you basically cure yourself from a lot of diseases, a lot of
Well, I don't know, but whatever disease that you might be able to do that.
but a lot
There you go. That's not medical advice.
families, you know what I
Drop
mean?
dead.
That is niche.
But it's, yeah, get with some Solomon, man. That was his Hey, but there's all kind of herbs out there for your healing and all that. There's everything affects. I mean, we could go deep into it, man. Your surroundings, colors, all that stuff affects your body and how you heal, man. But not vaccines.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, it's from verse 16. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship.
Yeah.
For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made.
The Lord gave Solomon that knowledge. Read on.
And the operation of the elements.
The operations of the elements, man. What's that? That's a scientist. So the Bible's not adverse to science. Science, the word science just means knowledge. What it is adverse to is lies and deceit and wickedness. Okay? Forges of lies, man. Positions of no value, man. But you gotta start with these scriptures to learn what to do with knowledge. Because anyone can get knowledge, but what do you do with that knowledge? That's what the guidelines of the law is for. Because you can learn how to make a gun. You could learn making a gun to an exact science. Are you supposed to go murder someone? No. Now can you? Now anyway, go on.
The beginning. The beginning.
There you go. I ain't gonna say that shit on camera, man.
The beginning, ending, and midst of the time.
That's a knowledge. Knowing history is a knowledge. That's in the scriptures. And then guess what? Once you learn about Bible history, what do you then go and do? You start learning about other history and filtering it through the scriptures, man. Like I was watching documentaries on the Battle of Argin, all them medieval battles and all that. I know Brother Amawan always be getting into that. But you start learning, and you can learn a lot from all them histories, man. Like King Richard the Lionheart, he was a clown, man. That dude weren't right, man. That dude went over there committing massacres, man. He was off, man. And he didn't even manage to defeat the Muslims, man. He's a joker, man. But anyway, that's another thing. Oh, man.
For alterations of the turning of the sun.
So he knew about how the seasons and all. That's like astronomy, man. Okay? Sometimes you might get interested in saying, yo, let me study the stars. Ain't nothing evil about that. Now you start going off on them what's it called?
Celestials.
Yeah, you start going off deep into that witchcraft, and that's on you.
Yeah.
But the Lord created the stars, right?
And the change of seasons.
And the changing of the seasons. Why would you need to know the changing of the seasons? That's important. Like, for instance, a lot of people don't understand why in England their houses are shaped at the top like that. But you go to the Middle East, it's flat houses. That's because here it rains a lot. So if you had a flat house, or if it snows a lot, the snow will build up on top of your house and it's going to fall in on your ass. But you design it like this, it basically causes the snow to fall off, and the weight is distributed more onto the walls of the house rather than the middle of the roof. But if you don't understand seasons, you ain't going to be able to apply that knowledge. So there's a reason for everything. Go on.
The circuits of years.
Go on.
The position of stars.
Read on.
The natures of living creatures.
The late natures of living creatures, man. The studying animals, that can be very beneficial. You know, just learning about animals is a very beneficial thing, period, man. Watching what animals do, it can help you survive at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You look at them survivalist people, a big part of what they do is learn to understand animals and what the things they do. Solomon knew about that, man. So guess what? The Bible's not against studying animals, man.
Following the buffalo.
Following the buffalo.
That helped them to survive.
Oh, if you're gonna be a fisherman, you gotta learn the way of the fish. You gotta learn that. Otherwise, you ain't gonna know where they're gonna be. A good fisherman will be able to tell you, yeah, this time of year, that's where them fish is gonna be to go catch it. Migrations and all that stuff. Even the bears have to know that. They know about the salmon migration and all that. So how much more us? We're men. We're better than bears. Good.
And the furies of wild beasts.
The furies of wild beasts, man. Understanding that the Native American Indians knew about bears and how to deal with them. You gotta know how to deal with a bear, man. Because if you're out there, you don't run. You run from a bear unless you're like a Sahel. Unless you're Abner, unless your name's Abner or a Sahel, you're a dead man. Because you just basically showed yourself to be prey. And that's it for you. You don't run from a bear, you stand up, you make yourself large, you do a lot of shouting. That's what the Native Americans used to do. Ah, you know? And you scare the bear off. Now you dumbass don't know that now. You start running straight away. What's another thing you don't do? You don't get between a mother bear and her cubs. Dead man. If she's fighting to death. And if you do, you already know it's a fight to the death. So don't try screaming. You better start fighting, man. You better start going beast mode. Fight the bear. Yeah, but you gotta learn those kind of things, man. How certain animals have a certain way about them, man. A certain character that if you don't know, you get yourself killed, man.
For violence on the winds.
Oh yeah. Hurricanes, tornadoes. Esau's still trying to work out that to this very day. Read on.
And the reasonings of men.
The minds of men. And that's one of the main things you learn in this truth, man. You learn the psychology of men and women. You learn what makes people tick.
Yep.
And you can start identifying characters.
And even how to be a man.
Because Esau, how to be a man, because Esau does that. That's what his whole psychology thing is all about. And he uses it against people.
Yes.
Like the little psychological operation they had last night. I already knew what that was. I'm like, man, there's some psyop right there, man. Psyops. But that's because Esau studied the reasonings of men. So that he can then come and manipulate people. You got something?
I'll just say one point quick. The movie Excalibur, the king before Arthur. The king
It wasn't that. And his brother
The king that was before him, I believe Merlin said, I can't remember who said it. He said he never knew how to read the minds of men.
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't a good king.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to read. Yeah.
You gotta understand psychology, man.
If you're gonna sit on a throne, key thing you have to. That's why Solomon said it. Whoa, it was a prayer. It was a dream where he made a prayer. Where he said like, sit and judge great people, give me great understanding, wisdom to guide me. If you're sitting on a throne, the main thing it ain't about the money, muscle, it's about reasoning. Because it's like a sword's hanging over your head.
Hey, you read the book of Sirach and the book of Proverbs, there's a lot of psychology in there, man. And you start seeing it, yeah, that scripture applies to that guy. That scripture applies to that guy. Or that one, see?
He showed you his wisdom with the two women, the baby woman.
Yeah. That's how you got to establish
Manipulate. So you learn the reasonings of men and how they think and how they work, man. And then you really can't be fooled. Because once you can see a man for who he really is, they can't fool you, like Esau. Once you see that guy for what he really is, what's the reason why the majority of our people are fooled by this guy? Where's Caesar? Hey, someone get Caesar, man. Hey, Caesar! This guy. Why does Jake go up in these hospitals, right? And anything a guy that looks like that gives them, they take it because they trust this guy. This is a psychological operation right here. Now, we don't trust anyone that looks like that. That's the devil. But when we come out here and we say the so-called white man's the devil, our people that doesn't compute in their mind. That's why they don't understand how a man would do something like give your children vaccines knowing it's going to give them autism. And who's the number one group that gets autism? Young black males. That's young black males are more susceptible to autism than anyone else. It's by design, by the devil. So if you don't know Esau is the devil, you're gonna trust that. Alright, give me the he's guessed he's 12, never trust thine enemy. How are you gonna get fooled by a guy when you know what his ambitions are? Like if you watch Game of Thrones, how did Littlefinger get away with everything he got away with the whole time? Because no one thought he wanted to be king. So when you don't know what a guy's ambitions are, he can deceive you. Because you think he's doing one thing when really he's doing another. But if you know exactly, if you got a mobile phone in your pocket and you know this guy wants your mobile phone, when you see him doing misdirection over here, I know you don't want this. You want what's the mobile phone that's in my pocket. So you can't fuck with me. You thinking he wants the banana, where he gonna make it look like that, then he gonna snatch your phone. That's how it works, misdirection. But when you can see into a man's heart through psychology, his soul, he can't deceive you no more. Esau can't deceive us.
Deception, brother, deception.
Because we know who he is. We know what he is. He's the devil. And what does he want to do? He wants to kill us. He wants to murder us, man. Alright, go on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
And that's our people's problem. They trust their enemy because they don't know him. Look, man, if you know this devil, you hate him. There's no way. There's no way. He was made to be hated. The man Esau was made like Joffrey. Everyone hated Joffrey, right? Who didn't hate Joffrey? Because if it was a Jake that paid Joffrey, half the people would hate him and quite a few people would like him. Like even when The Rock tried to play a villain in WWE, and he ended up being a hero any damn shit. You know? Hey, it's hard to hate Jake, man. It's hard to hate Jake, man. You might hate on the Jake and then he'll do something, you be like, oh man. That was kind of cool though. You know? It's you know, but Esau, that's the devil, boy.
That's the devil.
Esau the devil. But Esau was made by the Most High to be hated. And if you don't hate Esau, that means you don't know him. Your view of Esau is an illusion. Because how can you not hate a murderer? How can you not hate a person who wants to destroy the planet? Who wants to destroy you and your family? How could you not hate him? In what way can you love the devil? You tell me that. It's impossible, right? The only way you're gonna love the devil is if you don't know he's a devil. You think, someone get that? Marvel not if the devil, Satan himself, be transformed into an angel of light. And where's Caesar at? That's what Esau done. Yo, you going the wrong way around, man. Yeah? He used this, and now our people view the devil as an angel of light. Let him deal with it, man. You got that? You got that? Yeah, what are you waiting for, man? What are you waiting for?
And this is 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. And it reads, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. That's why you got the Rothschilds running around the world, and they're viewed by the world as philanthropists. Oh, I never pronounced the word properly. Is it philanthropist? That's what the world views the Rothschilds as. They're actually, if you type the name Rothschild in, they're a philanthropist. You know what a philanthropist is? But them guys are devils, man. They're destroying Earth. But they gotta keep that image. Because the devil ain't gonna come to you as the devil. He gonna come to you looking like an angel of light. It's deception.
Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were